Hi, team. I'm Fitz Kohler, your very noisy race announcer for the Boulderthon, and welcome to our pre-race instruction show. Today, we're going to discuss everything you need to know to make the absolute best of race weekend. This is the third year of Boulderthon. It'll be my first year there. I'm super excited to get there. In fact, one of the things I'm known for is making happy noise, and apparently National Geographic has labeled Boulder the happiest city in America. So not only for the breathtaking views and all of you super fantastic runners that are going to be there, I am very happy to be in a very happy place. This all sounds really good to me. So if you have any questions as we go along, or you want to share comments, use the comments section wherever you are. I will get it. I will bring your questions and comments up as they're relevant. We're pretty much going to go in order of the way things pan out race week, finishing with all the start times and finish line festivals and all the race day stuff. So I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to bring in the man who's made it all happen, our race director, Phil Dumonte. Hello, Phil.
Hey, Fitz, great to be here.
I am so excited to come work for you this weekend. Thank you for having me.
It's going to be a blast. We can't wait.
So 3 years.
Yes, we have third edition.
And I see that you have the world's longest list of streakers.
I think so. No, we've got a great list of runners coming back. It's been such a fun event year after year, and especially this year with our new start and finish downtown. It's going to be incredible. So
why don't we start there? Tell us about the new start and finish line.
Yeah, so in the last 2 years, we had a point-to-point course. We were doing shuttles and a lot of logistics. This year, our numbers have grown so much, starting from 1,600 runners in our first year to 3,300 last year, and we're going to be near 7,000 this year. So we were able to grow the course and the field significantly, and ultimately design a course that can accommodate more. And that meant bringing both the start and the finish downtown. So the start is on the Pearl Street Mall, which is basically the heart and soul of Boulder. It's a pedestrian-only area where no cars are allowed. So much fun so many fun things to do there: shopping, restaurants, and that is where our first ever Start Village will occur. And that'll open up bright and early on Sunday. And the starting line is just a few blocks east of there. And we will head east out into beautiful Boulder County, have beautiful views throughout of the Flatirons, and then eventually loop back down and finish downtown pretty close to where the race started.
So Pearl Street's been pretty busy the past, I guess, few weeks with prime time.
Yes, it has. It's the place to be.
How is that affecting your community?
It's for us, it doesn't really affect Boulderthon at all. But I think it's just a lot of excitement in Boulder in general. And we're excited to be part of it. So we're not on any kind of home game, which allows for this weekend to be really allow the hotels, restaurants, the overall city to be focused on our race.
Okay. And this is the obvious question. I think people thinking, is there any chance Coach Primetime is going to be out along the course somewhere waving at all our athletes?
I don't know.
Okay. Yes. And is there room for registering anymore?
There is in the half and the full, though that's filling up quickly as well. Our kids run 5K and 10K, all sold out weeks ago. Definitely not any kind of marketing ploy or tactic there. We literally cannot let anybody else in. We are at capacity in terms of our medals and our shirts and bibs. So we are at capacity at those and sold out, but half and full, we still have some space left if you're interested in the race.
Congratulations. It's a very big deal.
Exciting.
I said, congratulations. It's a very big deal.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's start at the start. You've got packet pickup going on this week. What should people know about getting their bibs?
Yeah, so packet pickup launched this past Saturday at any of the Colorado Fleet Feet locations. So all you need to do is bring your QR code from your email or download the Boulderthon app, which will also display your QR code. A lot of other great resources in there as well: course maps, live tracking. If you start our app at the start line, you can also get live cheers and messages from your friends, which is always fun when you're on the course. So I definitely think the app is the way to go. But basically, it's less than 30 seconds. You go to Fleet Feet, pick up your bib. We'll assign it to you on the spot. Everybody does get $10 voucher to Fleet Feet on their bib as a tear off. There's no minimum, so you can load up on some goos, gels, whatever you want there, and that's going on from right now through this Thursday at 2 p.m. For the early bib pickup. Then we'll transition over to our official packet pickup and bib pickup expo. Our official expo will kick off Friday at 2 p.m. That'll be down at the Pearl Street Mall, which will be our venue for the weekend. You can pick up anytime over the weekend. We have over 40 great vendors there. Really fun expo, live music. We've got our Marathon Trading Academy live podcast with Scott Jurek as well occurring at our live expo stage. And even if you're picking up your bib early this week, I definitely encourage you to come down and join in some of the fun this weekend.
So I got a question for you, which I think most runners want to know is, can they pick up a bib for someone else?
Yes, you can. All you need is their QR code. So you can have them text it to you, email you their QR code. As long as you can display that, we'll be able to get you your friends or family bib.
Okay. And they don't need a driver's license image or anything, just the QR code.
Just the QR code would be enough. Exactly.
Okay, that's very, very easy. Also, for those of you running this week, know that this man right here will not likely sleep until Monday. That's typical race director behavior.
Sure.
So if you have a question, know that we're going to cover everything during this show, which will remain on the Facebook page, which you can watch over and over and over to nauseam. But go to the website. The website is filled with everything. It's got very thorough maps. It has links to that tracking system and tells you where to get your photos and so forth. So instead of randomly just emailing him, I'm going to email the race director and ask him, let him off the hook. And he has not asked me to do this.
Appreciate it, Fitz. Thank you.
Yeah. Of course, it's a bad habit runners around the world do, is they just email instead of looking for the information that's already been provided. So please, please, please let him do what he needs to do. And you go straight to the website, and I assure you, you'll find an answer.
You've invested a lot in the website, and my philosophy on it is anytime I get a question from a runner that is not on the website, the first thing I do is add it. So it's a really great resource. Chances are your answer will be there.
That's right. It's very, very thorough. Now, you touched on the expo with start and finish times, but tell us about the vendors that are going to be there.
Yeah, so we'll have vendors, large and small, national vendors that you can recognize, that everyone recognize, to local vendors that are going to be part of the event, that are Boulder-based vendors as well. So the full list is on our website. We've got a full map there as well. But some of our larger friends that'll be there, Denver Zoo, which is the title sponsor of our kids run, will have one of their animal ambassadors there. Michelob Ultra is a presenting sponsor of our after party. Uber Eats also will be there with a great presence. Just so many great local companies as well. Roll Recovery, IV stations, Bear. We have got a full list on the website, Viore. So definitely check it out, and you'll see some of your favorite vendors there for sure.
Nice. And remember that these vendors are coming out to support you. That's their whole goal this weekend, is support our running community. So do a little shopping, bring your credit card, stop on by. And then for the guys, know that there's likely to be samples. I think that's normally a draw for men. And you don't have to be a runner to come. You can bring your whole family, your neighborhood, everyone can come out, check out the experience. Maybe they'll be inspired to participate next year. So bring everyone you know.
Yeah, it's open to everyone, like you said. So it's a super fun day for everybody.
That's fantastic. Okay, what else do we need? Oh, and tell me about the swag this year.
Yeah, so this year, runners will get their finisher shirt either at the expo or at the finish line. So it is a finisher shirt. Some people prefer to finish the race to get the finisher shirt on first, but totally up to you. So that is a different streamlined process that we've rolled out this year. So when you go to pick up your bib this week at early bib pickup, you will only get your bib and your safety pins. That keeps the lines moving, under 30-second interaction to get your bib. You won't be getting a packet, or you won't a goodie bag, or your shirt. Your shirt you'll pick up at Expo or after you finish the race. And then you'll also get your finisher goodie bag with some great things from our sponsors, some snacks, some incredible deals as well. Your finisher bag will be right at the finish line waiting for you as well. So some great swag for you this year.
Very
Our
clever.
course finisher medals, should add, of course. Those haven't been revealed yet, but one of our very own runners designed it this year. We also did the same thing last year. We did a medal design contest. So they are 100% recyclable medals designed by one of our very own runners. So we're very excited to reveal those as well.
Oh, so when are they revealed? When you cross the finish line? Is that the first time you get to see your medal?
That's the first time. You got to
Love
finish the race to see it. Yes. Every race gets medals. Everyone gets their own unique medals with the distance that they completed. So not one standard medal for the entire series. It'll say 26.2, 13.1, 10K, 5K, and kids run as well. The kids get everything that the adults do. This is an important part of our race too. They get their full medals. They're not smaller than the adult medals. They get a full finisher t-shirt as well. So every distance gets some really great swag.
I gotta tell you, Phil, I think that is genius. You know, I get to see a lot of good stuff at races around the country.
Yeah,
Not revealing your medal is possibly way more impressive than having a medal reveal in advance because there's some anticipation.
got to put the work in and finish it, right? So you can see it.
And how did you come up with that? What made you think to do that?
Just from my own experience, I feel like I don't look at the medal before I finish a marathon. My own experience, I'm like, it's part of the motivation. Like, get to the finish line, put it around my neck, take the pictures. So just come from my own experience, I think.
That's really, really fun. I think that could work. That's
Thank you.
actually what you need to market. Look at me. We're having this private conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's genius though. Tell people like, what's the medal going to be? You don't want to miss out.
We haven't marketed that at all, so I appreciate the input.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, it's interesting when I see something so clever because sometimes I do races most weekends of the year, or usually I do races, and then to find something that's
anyone, I think, right? So
yeah, legit innovative. That's really fun.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see them now. I can't wait. Okay, so race morning. Oh, is there a pasta? Is there a pasta party for the runners?
Yeah, there is. That's going to be this Thursday at Fleet Feet, one of our very strong close partners this year. It'll be at 7 p.m. You can register on our website. And then again, it'll be this Thursday. We'll have pre-dinner salad, fresh focaccia, made-to-order pasta by Pasta Press. The event is capped at 40 attendees, and I know we're getting really close to that as well. So it's a small, kind of more intimate dinner, but that is available on our website to register still.
Okay, and is there official shakeout run during the weekend?
Yes, that'll be on Saturday at 8:30 a.m. Also leaving from Fleet Feet Boulder, previously known as Boulder Running Company, and that'll be with some of our influencers as well. We'll be leading the event that morning, so you can register for that. That is not does not have a specific cap on it, so definitely a great option to do a nice shakeout run Saturday morning before the race.
And it's free for anyone who wants to come. They don't have to register, correct?
Race is welcome. Yep, exactly.
And the point of a shakeout run is to get there and run as fast and far as you can, right?
Yes, exactly. Not as fast, but no, 3 miles, nice and easy. So
yeah, and then if you want to run less, it's totally okay if you start the shakeout and you turn around and go back, 1 mile in. It's up to you. This is just exactly. Get the willies out, and there's a lot of newcomers that may not know. So shakeout is really easy peasy. Walk if you want, run if you want. Just come be a part. That's a nice opportunity to get to know people before race morning.
Exactly.
All right. Is there anything you want to cover before we get to race morning?
I think we covered it. Let's dive in.
Okay. All right. So Sunday morning, you start bright and early. Tell folks where to park, what time things get rolling.
Yeah, so 3 ways to the start village. Number 1, take an Uber. They're one of our presenting sponsors. So we have Uber hug and go drop off lanes. This is all on our website. If you miss any of it, under key info, getting to the start. We have the designated Uber drop off lanes. You'll want to throw in the address 1400 Walnut Street. That'll get you exactly where you need to go. We encourage everyone to start arriving as soon as you can. Obviously, the earlier the better. We'll have a lot of fun festivities in the morning, coffee, water, Dave's Killer Bars, Energize stations with UCAN. So some nice starting amenities for the runners in the start village. It will be about 48 to 50 degrees. We've been tracking the weather closely. That's pretty common for that's exactly what it's been in previous years. and then it goes up to about 70 degrees by the time you finish. So about a 30-degree swing, pretty typical Colorado weather. So we do have gear check as well. So definitely encourage you to bring extra layers and gear check in our start village so you can stay warm.
Now, did I read correctly? The gear check is only for half and full marathoners, correct?
It's actually open to everybody.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. 5K and 10K as well. So, and kids run. So anybody can check a gear check bag. So taking an Uber is the first way to get there. Carpooling with one of our other partners, TreadShare, is another way to get there. And then if you are driving on your own, City of Boulder does offer free parking throughout the whole weekend. Any City of Boulder garage. So we've gone ahead and listed those garages on our websites under getting to the start. They will fill up early. Those are definitely the most common options for people to get there. So we suggest getting there 2 hours before the start would be a good safe bet, at least 2 hours. Our starting times are 7:30 a.m. So we'll definitely all be there bright and early. But those are the three ways to get there. So taking an Uber, you'll go to 1400 Walnut Street is the drop-off address. Taking a carpool with TreadShare, again, 1400 Walnut Street.
What is carpool with TreadShare? How does that work?
Basically, just download their app, and similar to Uber, you can book a ride, and likely there'll be one or two other people that'll join you in that in the car. But they're offering $5 off with the code Boulderthon, and it's just a nice way to get there as well, and very affordable. So definitely check them out. They are a local partner here in Boulder called TreadShare. So
I like that. I like that. And one of the things you touched on is getting there early. And it's funny how many runners are like, I'm going to sleep as late as humanly possible. And I get it. Nobody likes to wake up at the crack of dawn. Phil and I will be up at an ungodly hour, but the whole purpose of running this event is to be a part of the event. You can run any of these distances alone for free in your own neighborhood. And you don't have to wake up at any time to do that. You can do that at your leisure. But the purpose of being a part of Boulderthon is to be a part of Boulderthon. And we are going to have fun pre-race. And there's going to be a lot of opportunity to meet other runners. And I will be saying nice things to you all and turning the spotlight on other fantastic people who are there. So allow yourself to embed yourself in this community. The start line is very fun. I always think it's very sad when you'll go and then 30 minutes of runners start, and then there's some person running out of the parking lot trying to affix their bib 30 minutes after you'll go. And I thought, you missed it all.
Too, right? I mean, you don't want to start your race literally racing to the start, having time to warm up. We'll be doing some dynamic stretches as well at the start line with Fitz, with one of our partners, Evolve. They'll be leading that, so you'll get to kind of warm up there. So we'll have a lot of fun activities just to hang out, and that way you can start your race off on the right foot. No pun intended.
Yeah, definitely get there early. And if you're worried about being cold, bring the blanket, do the gear check, and then obviously stuff that you can toss. I'm guessing if people bring throwaway clothes, you will donate it.
100%. We'll donate everything. Exactly. So feel free to bring extra layers and toss, and we'll donate it all this year as well, just like in previous years.
Yeah. And anybody can come and cuddle with me because I'm coming straight from Florida, bringing my little reptilian body there.
Yes.
I would love some physical support on Sunday morning. So cuddles are welcome. Okay. So that's what we've got going. Start times.
Yes. 7:30 a.m. for the half and full marathon.
And they start together?
They start together. Exactly. So all half and full will line up together. And then we will do the 5K and 10K at 8 a.m. and the kids run at 8:30 a.m.
Okay. And will there be corrals?
There will be self-seated corrals. So you'll see large signs in the corrals that have pace per mile. So not expected finish time, but pace per mile. So can file in, you'll see 7:30, 8, 8:30, 9:30, 10 and upwards. So whatever your pace may be on the 30-second pace per mile, you can file into that corral. And then we will do a little bit of time in between each corral, not too long, in order to space out the runners.
Okay, fantastic. I love corrals. I love it. We always have. This is my experience: is we have more fun as we get further back into.
Yes, exactly.
The back of the packer seem to have a
Yeah.
I do love the corral system. And folks, know that if you are a slower runner, I'm a slower runner. I do not belong in the front. It's no slam on you. This is just so when the race starts, everyone can go out their comfortable pace. If you imagine if we did it in reverse and put the slower people up front, you'll go, all the people in back would either smack into them or they'd have to struggle to weave. So go into your appropriate corral. If someone is going to run, if you want to run together, hopefully the faster person will step back and start with the slower person. And that just, it negates a lot of congestion and then prevents people from tripping over each other. So
exactly.
Sign up, be ethical, right? Is that the honor system? They call it honor, right?
Yeah, exactly. Just be honest about it.
Be honorable and have fun, because the reason I'm coming in there is so we have a heck of a lot of fun at the start line. So I expect smiling faces. Involved. Talk back to me. Now, once they kick off, tell me about the hydration stations, the porta potties. Are there a lot of porta potties at our start line?
Yeah, there's a ton. We've significantly added the porta potties this year. So we'll have a ton more at the start and at the finish venue as well. We'll also have some at mile 1 as well, just some extras. I know you can use the porta potty as much as you can before. And then, of course, a mile into the race, you have to go again. So we'll have porta potties at every aid station as well. So there'll be toilets throughout. But basically, everything's on the course maps online. So definitely encourage everyone to review that as well. But our water and hydration stations are approximately every 2 miles throughout the course. So we'll also be adding UCAN hydration after mile 4 at every other station. So we'll have plenty of UCAN on course. And I encourage everybody, even if it's just a sip, to take a sip of water or UCAN at every station, every 2 miles, because we'll be starting off around 50 degrees, but by the time you're finishing 70 degrees, pretty warm, quite warm to be running. So we'll have UCAN gels for the full marathon at miles 5.8, 13.6, and 22.4. So 3 gel stations throughout the marathon. So that's awesome. And I would encourage everyone to take a gel at each one of those stations. Half marathon will have UCAN gel at miles 5.5 and mile 9. So 2 gel stations on the half. So a lot of good opportunity to keep your fueling strategy on pace and on track throughout the course.
And do you know what flavors there will be?
They will be strawberry banana. Will be our flavor this year. Yes, it's a good one.
And the same thing for the beverage, the UCAN electrolyte beverage?
That is a great question. I'll have to confirm. I don't want to say the wrong thing on your show. So I know it's on our website, but it's their UCAN hydration mix, and I know we've listed it, which flavor it's on.
Yeah, and it'll be a surprise. It'll be
a surprise. I'm not trying to surprise anybody.
Yeah, and hydration starts now if you're doing one of the longer distances. If you're doing a half marathon or full marathon, start drinking more now. You can start cutting back on caffeine. This is my little pro tip, Phil. Are you ready for it?
I'm ready for it. Tell me.
So caffeine is not only a known stimulant, it's a known bladder irritant. And so if you don't want to stop at every porta potty along the course, start cutting off caffeine now. And I know some of you might be mortified by this suggestion, because switch to decaf coffee, decaf tea, decaf soda, or water, whatever. But I did that before I ran Boston, because I thought, gee whiz, I just don't want to stop every 2 miles. And I didn't pee once during the entire Boston Marathon because I cut out caffeine. So
that's a great tip.
Yeah. It's simple, and it made my life so great during the race. And then when I was done, I got myself a big old Diet Coke, and it was
nice. I got an answer for you. So UCAN watermelon hydrate will be at the stations. Watermelon hydrate, yes.
Nice. That's a friendly flavor.
Yes, exactly. It's a good
one. And Phil, you're a very talented runner, aren't you?
I am. Thank you. I mean, I started off with my first marathon at 4:15 in Boston, actually, when I was a student there. And I've come down quite a bit, just running a lot of time on feet, enjoying the sport. So I'm down to a 2:55 now on the full marathon. And I will be actually in running the half marathon with everybody this Sunday. So I'm very excited to do that for the first time as a participant.
Well, that's exciting. And that actually shows what a talented race director you are too, because if you have your stuff together
Yes.
so well that you can actually ditch and go run, that's
Yep.
primo. Nice.
Exactly. My job is done at that point. Yeah.
Super cool. That's fantastic. So on the course, there will be hydration and potties and aid station. And of course, wherever you are, if you need help, if you've tripped and fall, or hopefully whatever, hopefully blisters are the worst thing we see that day, but you can always ask a fellow runner. And then when you get to an aid station, they will be prepared to get you whatever help you need. Any pointers for people who might need medical help along the way?
Yeah, we'll have mobile medics throughout on bikes throughout all the courses. But like you said, Fitz, stopping in at any of those aid stations, talking to a fellow runner, you'll see our mobile medics out there. We'll be able to quickly dispatch help for you if needed.
Yeah, and almost everybody runs with a phone. So if you need help, ask for it immediately and help will come. The running community is the nicest group of people on earth.
So true.
Yeah, yeah. And then I hear you have some entertainment on the course.
Yeah, we've got all these fun cheer stations on course. We'll be starting off with the first cheer station at Fleet Feet. We've got one at the Boulders putting on an awesome cheer station as well. And they'll be right around the half marathon turnaround point. Or mile 6 or 6.5 at the full marathon. The Mountain View Fire Station out Boulder. We'll also have musicians throughout. One of the new course elements this year is the Niwot Loop. Niwot is this super charming Western old kind of town that's first time ever going to be part of the marathon. And they're super excited. That's where the fire station is, where their cheer station will be. We'll have musicians throughout that loop as we go up there for the full marathon. But a lot of fun activations on course this year for sure.
That's really exciting. That makes a difference for me. I just need to be distracted, especially if anything hurts.
Totally.
I just need distractions.
Yes, and we've got so many volunteers this year that are just so excited to cheer everybody on. So that'll be great too.
And then I saw on the website you have suggested locations for family members to go and cheer. So if you're bringing your spouse, your kids, your whoever, if you go on the website, you can point them in the right direction so they can see you at particular places.
Exactly. There's a little icon for cheer stations on all of our course maps. So if you look for that icon in the legend, you'll see where those are on the course maps. And that's where we would encourage your family to come support you.
And I also saw that you've done something with Waze. So Waze will tell you how to get to those locations without cutting across the course, which you cannot do. So you've made it easy for everybody, correct?
Yes, we've shared all of our courses with Waze, so they've inputted that in. So they're accounting for the best way and detours to get to those course locations, like you said.
Nice. That's brilliant. Not everybody does that. You're doing lots of things, Phil.
Appreciate it. We're trying. I'm from a runner perspective. So having run a lot of races and marathons, try to take the best of what I've seen and incorporate it into ours. So
yeah, that's a big deal. That makes for happy runners, which is what we want, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. So now they're charging towards the finish line. Any suggestions for that?
Make sure you keep some in the tank. The finish is on an uphill. Leading up to that last mile is on an uphill. So you can see our elevation maps on our website. But the first half of the marathon, first half of the half marathon, you're going to be feeling really good. It's mostly downhill. But that second half definitely gets harder. The marathon has a significant uphill in the course before the finish as well. So keep an eye on that around mile 17. And then that last mile on all races, 5K, 10K, everything but the kids run 5K, 10K, half and full. It's called the Mapleton Mile. It's a beautiful tree-lined street downtown Boulder called on Mapleton, and that is it's not a massive grade, but it's just a gradual uphill for that last mile. So definitely keep some energy and in the tank for that, so you can finish strong. Would be my recommendation.
I love that, and it makes sense that a Colorado race would have.
Of course. Yeah, exactly.
My recommendation for your finish line is no matter how hard you've worked for however distance you've run, come through with a smile on your face. In fact, I require it at my finish line. So if you come through, you are required to do some sort of yay me celebration. If you look at your watch and make a grouchy face, I will send you back and make you do it again. So hands up, number one.
That's the new rule. Actually, the last 100, 200 meters is downhill. So you make that one left turn onto 14th for the finish, and you'll see Fitz screaming down there, and then you're actually going to go downhill. So that's a perfect new rule here that we're setting.
Okay.
Smile.
Big joy, or else.
Yes. You'll have to redo the Mapleton Mile uphill.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. But the relief, you finished it. That's a big deal. That's a very big deal. So joy at the finish. And then once you cross, you get a surprise medal that you've never seen before.
Surprise medal, get your finisher shirt. If you didn't pick it up at Expo, you get your finisher bag. We'll have a fun activation with Liquid Death, the water company down there. We'll have some snacks to get you rehydrated, refueled. And then every runner 21 plus does receive one Michelob Ultra or a seltzer. So you can help yourself to that. There'll also be some non-alcoholic options as well for runners. So we'll have a 7-piece live band, and we'll just be having a blast, a great time at the finish with our after party.
Sounds fantastic. And you've grown so quickly over these past 3 years. It means you've done a really good job, and people are coming back for a reason, telling their friends.
Yeah, we're so lucky to have Boulder here. Obviously, it's an amazing backdrop, and then that's the first piece of it, and then putting on an amazing race experience is a must-have. As the second piece of it. So it's been a great combination between those two.
So I believe I saw that last year you had all 50 states represented and 15 countries.
You got it. Yeah. This year, all 50 again, and 18 countries. I'll have to look up those 3 added countries this year, actually.
Do you know how old your oldest runner is?
85.
Outstanding.
Yeah. Very excited.
That's oh, and then you have awards. Now, we're not doing awards ceremonies, correct?
No ceremony, but we will be doing awards, age group awards. So all that information is on our website, but top 3 in each of the age group categories. And then there is a top 10 as well, overall finisher, men's and women's.
Is this, which distance are we discussing?
Great question. All for the half and the full. There are no awards for the kids run 5K or 10K. So all half and full. And then there is a prize purse. There are top 10 awards for overall. And then there are top 3 age group awards, which will also be a nice surprise on what the award is. I'll say it's practical and useful. And you'll have an opportunity to earn that as well.
That's fantastic. And so folks, if you've come through and you think I probably won something, you can look online to see your results. And then there will be a table set up where you can say, I'm Joe Schmo and I'm 3rd place, and they'll give you your awards.
Yeah. Exactly. Yep. We'll get you taken care of.
Yeah. Please gather them before you get in your car and go to the airport and fly home. This is going to make life easier on everybody if you pick up your award. And what I find is if you are 85 years old, the competition diminishes towards those ages. So you never know. Even if it took you a very long time to finish your distance, you might be surprised that you've won something. So have a look-see. Have a look-see. Is there anything else we missed, Phil, that you would like to tell your athletes before we go?
Honestly, just have fun. Have fun is the biggest thing. Stay hydrated, like I said. Get there early. And we're just so excited to see everybody out there this weekend. So thanks for the opportunity to share more about the race. Fitz, I appreciate it.
Of course. I'm like I said, I'm thrilled to be there. And folks, if you see me, which you will have no choice to see me, and come say hello. I am always looking for new race besties. And, the reason we do this is because we're obsessed with the running community and we want to meet you all. And if you have some sort of special story to share, if you're going to propose on race day, please let me know in advance so I can make the perfect setting for it. And if you've just beaten brain cancer or something else, I'm at Fitzness everywhere on social media, and I would love to learn a little more about you before race day so I can make a royal stink, because that's actually what I'm hired to do, is make a royal stink.
It's a very important job.
My job, which I take very seriously. All right, folks. So safe travels, hydrate now, get all the sleep, and do all the stretching. And we will see you in Boulder this weekend.
Amazing. Thanks so much, everybody. See everyone soon.
Bye, guys.